and welcome to my channel, Distinctive Crochet. My name is Priscilla, and I would like to thank all my new subscribers for coming and checking me out, and all my returning subscribers for spending some time with me. Alright everyone, it's Monday, so it is time to work your whips Monday. And this week I am going to be continuing to work on the cardigan gone poncho. I am hoping to get it done today, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to probably work a little extra than I usually do. Where I left you off at last time was we did the shaping. We did the shaping on the other side, so we are all set up to just continue working back and forth from the front to the back, or however until we get the same length or width that we have, the same width that we have on this side. So that is where I'm at. So this is where I need to be. And then once I get that done, I'll be doing the tabs across the front. It might not be, it looks kind of long on the picture, but it might not be that wide across. It might just be just a little bit, just maybe a few stitches, maybe 5 to 7 stitches, something around there. I don't think it'll be too much, but I have to try it on to see how it fits on, because I'm going to put some on the front and the sides. So I have to try to see what that is going to look like. I am kind of making this up as I'm going along. So, I mean, I had the idea in my head, but I have never made this actually before. Usually if I'm doing a tutorial or something, I've actually made the item at least once just to get my ideas out, or I usually am, or if I'm making it at the same time, if there's any edits or changes that I do, I always put those into the tutorial before actually releasing the tutorial. So this is kind of like a live thing that I'm doing here, but without being live. But anyway, yes, so that is where I'm at, and that's where I need to be before I can add the tabs in. So hopefully I'll get it done today, but I'm not for sure. We'll have to see. So let me go ahead and get started. Oh, and I meant to say at this point I'm just starting my second cake. So I did let me see, does it say how many yards? This was, it says 540 meters in one of these. So that got me all the way across to the other side. So I'll more than likely have some left of this second cake, which I'm very excited about, because I could definitely use like a slouchy hat out of this. Alright, so yes, very exciting. Alright everyone, so go ahead and grab your whip and let's get some progress done. Alright everyone, here we go. Alright everyone, I made it back and I finished the number of rows that I needed. So it is completely matched up. And I did want to mention that when you get to your last row, you need to put a double crochet in each stitch, even in the chain one spaces, so that you end up with the same number of stitches as you did your foundation. Okay, so just make sure that you put them even in the chain one spaces, and then you can give it a count when you're finished to make sure it matches up with the number of stitches that you started with on the opposite side. Alright, so I just did that to finish it off, and now I'm getting ready to let's see, okay, yeah, now I'm getting ready to do these little lines across the front. A few inches from the top where the shaping is. Let's see. Alright, so here is like where the shaping parts are at, and then right down there is where I want to add the first tab, probably going across. Okay, so I just cut my yarn and I finished off by pulling that string through. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rejoin my yarn uh, at the place where I put the stitch markers at. So try yours on, see where you want your tab to go across at, and put a stitch marker on either side so that it matches up. And then all I'm going to do is work some foundation double crochets across. Um, Actually, it might be link stitches going across because they need to be attached, not just at the bottom, but at the top. So I'm going to try. I'm going to try the foundation stitches first, and if that doesn't work, then I will come back and let you know which one worked better. The link, if I had to use the link stitches. All right. So let me go ahead and work on that, and I'll meet you back and let you know what to do next. All right. All right, everyone. So this is the idea that I'm trying to achieve right here. Um, so what you would have to do is just kind of lay your cardigan on poncho out and make sure you have it nice and even where you can mark a spot on either side where you want this part to go, and then uh, you would connect it in the way I'm about to show you in just a moment. But I wanted to show you this. I'm getting ready to take this out because it's not thick enough this way. I want it to be a little bit thicker, and I am going to show you how to do that. Um, Other than that, if you just do a foundation double crochet off of one of these stitches across, you should be just fine and connected to the other side. You could use your tail to secure the top if you feel like that's not secure enough on either side, and just sew it in. So I do have a tutorial on how to do the foundation double crochet. We have also done that in this tutorial in the part 1 when we first started. So you all should be able to do that no problems. The way I'm going to do it is a little bit more steps, only because we're going to make it wider, longer. And so that is why I'm going to go ahead and show you on a tutorial. Okay, but other than that, if this is fine for you, you can just do like a foundation double crochet, and that should be good enough. All right, so let me go ahead and take this apart. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it around sideways so that I can work on it. Okay, so this is the same point that I had marked already. So I'm just going to slip stitch to join. Oops. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to go down probably over these 3 stitches. So I'm actually joined into the first of the 2 double crochets here, and then I have my V stitch, and then I have another set of 2 double crochets. So I'm probably going to work all the way to the second set of 2 double crochets here, and then I think that might be wide enough for me. I really want it to be more of a statement as part of the design rather than just look like something um, that wasn't part of the design. So I want it kind of to be a main feature, and I'll probably be doing one here and one more towards the bottom of the front, and then I'll probably do just one big one on the side underneath the arm, making like an armhole for myself, and then that's probably the only one I'll put on the side, just so that I have more room and it's more open on the sides but a little bit more closed on the front. It's going to be the same technique that I'm getting ready to show you right now, so I probably won't show you those, and it's really up to you where you want to put yours. I can show you what mine look where I place mine at after I finish it, but I don't, it's the same technique, so you don't need to see that again. If you feel like you need to watch how to do it again, you can always rewind this portion of the video and then go from there. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and I've already slip stitched to join. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through each of those the tops of the stitches as well as the chains. So that is the top of the double crochet, and here is the top of the chain one space. So I'm going to go into there and pull up a loop. I'm going to go into the top of the first double crochet of the V, pull up a loop. I'm going to skip that chain one space. I don't really need to go in there. I'm going to the second double crochet of the V, the chain one space in between. Then I'm going to get into the tops of the two double crochet. I'm just pulling up a loop for each one. Okay, now let me see how many that is on my hook. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 loops on my hook. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I am just going to go ahead and yarn over and pull through the first one to make a chain for this stitch to rest on. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull through 2 loops at a time until I get all the way back up to the top where all the loops are off of the hook except for that one that always stays there. Okay, so now I have gone through all of the loops 2 at a time, and that is what it's looking like so far. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go through each of those loops again. So I'm just going to go so this loop right here, I'm just all of these bars here, maybe that's a better term, bars. I'm going to go into each of the bars. It's almost like a Tunisian crochet. This is really like a link stitch. And I do have a link stitch tutorial, and I can link that down below as well. But to me, the link stitch kind of reminds me of Tunisian crochet because you're picking up those bars. All right, but it's just you know, with your normal crochet hook. So this is going to give us a nice tight stitching, so that since it's such a tall stitch, it's not going to be wobbly all over the place, and it'll just give it a really nice finish and an interesting feature as well. So I definitely like how much thicker it is than before, and I think it's going to really be a nice design feature for this garment here, and something distinctive, right? That's what we go for here on this channel. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you what to do next. All you're going to be doing is just picking up those bars, or inserting your hook into the bar, and you're going to pull up a loop, okay? You're going to do that for each of those bars, just like that. Very simple. And we're going to go through each of those bars that we have. So really you can make this as long as you want it. You're just doing the same technique. On this particular hook, though, it doesn't look like I could fit too many more bars, so you might want to keep that in mind as well, depending on the hook you're using. All right, so once we get to the last bar and we pull up our loop, we need to go yarn over and pull through that bottom loop to make a chain for the stitch to rest on. Okay, and that's pretty much what foundation stitches do as well. So we're doing sort of a combination of linked foundation stitches. Okay. That is what we are doing here, linked foundation stitches. All right, so that is what it's looking like so far, and this will fill in as we pick up our loops once again. So we're just going to go through and pick up our bars, each of those bars, and pull up a loop through each one. I'm just going through the top, just in between those 2 bars. So I'm just there's only 1 bar on my hook. So hopefully that is clear on the camera for you guys to see. Okay, we made it to our last one. So now we're going to yarn over and pull through that loop to make a chain for the stitch to rest on. And then we're just going to pull through 2 until we get back to the top. Okay, I'm going to show that one more time, and then I'm going to continue until I get to the other side, and I'll show you how to join it to the other side. I'm not for sure how many I'll do. I'll try to let you know when I come back. So far that is 3 so far that we've done. So I will let you know the total that I've done when I get to the other side when I come back. And I will also show you how to connect it to the other side. But pretty much you're just doing that same technique. So I'll just show you really quickly one more time, and then I'll pause to go ahead and finish off camera so I don't use up too much space. I don't want to run out and miss out on the other important things to show you. Okay, last one, pick up all the bars. All right, just like that. And on this last one, we need to yarn over and pull through to make a loop. Make a chain. And then we're just going to pull through 2 all the way till we get back to the top. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and pause here, and I will meet you back when I'm ready to connect to the other side. All right, everyone, and I made it back. I have 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I have 7 of these that I have done, and now I'm ready to go ahead and connect it to the other side. I like the width this way and the height this way. I tried it on and it looks great. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you all how to go ahead and attach it to the other side. So this is what I'm going to do. I have where my stitch marker is, that's going to be the first loop that I pick up. So I want to just go ahead and put my yarn behind my hook so that I can slip stitch it through, or just slip it through, pull a loop through. And the next thing I want to do is just go ahead and go into the first bar, and then I'm going to go into one loop of stitching on this side here, on the opposite side that we're attaching it to. And then I'm just going to pull through both of those, the loop and the bar that I just picked up. I'm going to pull that through, and then I'm going to do the same thing all the way down. So first I'm going to grab my bar, and then I'm going to grab my loop, and then I'm going to pull yarn over and pull up a loop and pull through both of those. Okay, and then I'm just going to continue that same technique all the way down. This it's kind of a long stitch, so I'm just going to go through that one again, and then we are just going to continue on down in the same manner. And then once we have all of our bars picked up, then we can just yarn over and pull through 2 as usual. Okay, now we're on the last one, and for the last one you do want to just go ahead and do that chain 1 first, and then go ahead and pull through 2 as usual, kind of like you would for Tunisian crochet. Okay, now that is how I'm attached to the other side. Now it does leave, when it's stretched out, sort of that kind of bump right here. What I plan to do with mine is I'm just going to leave a long enough tail, and then I'm just going to go ahead and try to sew that down and make it look as nice as possible. If you know a better way to get it connected to the other side, go for it. It's your garment. You do what you like. This is the way I figured out how I would do it, and then I'm just gonna probably go through these little loops right here with the tail, and sew it down like that as I weave in the tail. So it's another step, but it's not gonna be bad. And then I think that will look nice. You could just sew it to begin with, if you didn't want to do that extra step of joining it and then sewing it. But however you like, that is how I did mine. So I was just sharing that with you. So I am going to go ahead and go further down to add another one of these. I'm also going to add one on the sides. So I'll probably do maybe 10 to 12 inches down, sort of kind of where it like makes an armhole type, and then I'll add one there. I'm not for sure. I'm probably gonna, I think I'm just adding one. But since the front has two, I might add two as well. But I'm not for sure because I'm not placing it exactly in the same spot unless I do place it in the same spot. But I'm still trying to work that out. But I don't want to hold you guys too long. So I will go ahead and finish mine off camera. You guys know how to do this now. And you can place yours wherever you like, however many you like. And that would be awesome. If you share it with me through an email, you can send me an email of your items if you made one anytime. I appreciate you making it with me, and I would definitely really enjoy to see them. But no pressure. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and finish mine off camera. If you have any questions about what I showed you today, you can go ahead and leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to help you all out. Alright, so I'll go ahead and finish mine off camera, then I'll take you back into the video and share with you what the finished item looks like. Alright everyone, I'll see you in a bit. Alright everyone, so I hope you liked how the final cardigan gone poncho turned out. I am very excited to have it finished, and I hope that tutorial about how to close up the fronts and the sides were helpful to you. I'm going to go ahead and pop in the picture of me wearing it all finished so you guys can see, and here it is. Alright, it's awesome, right? I'm definitely going to get a lot of use out of it, and I am super excited to have it done. So thank you so much for everyone who has come along with me on this journey to create the cardigan gone poncho. Um, it was very fun, and I am super excited that you all decided to work with me on this and make one for yourselves. And if you haven't gotten to it yet, no worries. You can always go back to the very beginning of the series. I do have it in a playlist, and I'll link that down below. And I also have each of the episodes separate. So if there's a specific one you were looking for, you can just click on that particular one. It's in my description box below. Alright, so please remember to let me know what you were working on and the progress that you got done. Also, please remember to give this video a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one.